And hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today we will be continuing the MSQ for Stormblood. The ones we leave behind is the quest names, and we need to head off in this direction where there is a beetle that has to die. So it goes. Huh. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. Oh, you're welcome. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. Oh. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? No, I don't think I have. If you find any yellow flowers, could you bring them to me? But be careful, my brother says that you have to look out for the violkin. Okay. Only the yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. Here you are. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you've saved me now. If you have any, if you have some spare time to spare, maybe you could come with me. I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me such kindness. Sure. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. Ether current. Must acquire ether currents. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland. Azami, Azami, are you there, Azami? Yeah, she's right here. Oh, it's you. What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be rude. He saved me from monsters. Brother, he even helped me pick flowers for mother and father. Go back to the village. Now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister is the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. And you call yourself ungrateful. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here, so please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. Is that really what you want? You said your parents were buried here. Somehow I don't think he wants us to leave. Yeah, let's inquire about her parents. She told you, did she? Yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cayenne. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us until we lay on the ground begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear that he'd do to my what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. Yikes. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave. If I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. Oh, and there's even the flowers on the grave. What's wrong, Myrokos? Did something happen? Yeah, you could say that. You are coming at a good time, Myrokos. We but recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy, Issei, you told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be so broken? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, I feel it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. A new ruby tithe. Yugiri is troubled by what she has seen. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Is someone coming? I didn't hear anything. Behind me, Myrokos. They come from the south. Okay?
Imperials.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks. Cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me?
Of course.
Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lise, soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that, I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, Myrokos, we must hurry. Let's see. Want to deal with the ether current stuff, but something tells me this is of far greater import. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it is a shinobi's tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you are a veteran warrior. I am sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Search your surroundings for the Imperial soldier. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the soldier and use the blowgun with the left mouse button. Okay. Well done, my friend. Now give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yugiri. Before I continue with the quest, I kind of want to get that ether. If I can find it. That's garland music, probably because of that place right there. uh. Excellent work, Myrokos. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Voluminous. Once it was the base of operations for the Garlean occupation until 10 or so years ago when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask that you incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Okay, before I do that, I need to step away for a moment. If you need to take a small break, do so now. I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm back. So, if at any point you like what you see, give me a follow on Twitch, hit the notification bell, make sure you go down to the YouTube link and go to YouTube, give me a subscribe, hit the bell there. Let me know in one of the comments about what you think of my Let's Plays. What you like, what you don't like, if there's anything I can do to improve. The 2 sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be forthcoming. Fine work, Myrokos. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Well, I'm not surprised when one of my jobs is as a ninja, although I'm probably more of a Eorzean rogue who uses ninjutsu skills on occasion. Sir, the on from the other villagers are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention! Shortly you will be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armament, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in the rebellion. Therefore, you bear the responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I'm needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Yep. Then let us be about it. Right, I can't, so I'm gonna have slightly, shaven gloves. The will to live. Yugiri is in her element. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. Let me switch over to Dark Knight just so I don't outlevel. In other words, run back out here. Wait to go in. Okay. For mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugiri is waiting. Okay. Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What of the outside? Nothing to report? That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake, however the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms, they shall not protest. Rogadin, probably go for the strapping one, because this is too small. The uniform appears to be more or less your size. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. Okay. You have chosen one to your liking, then? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where none can find them. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms, in case these items in your possession are not to your liking. The Kabuto and Tako should match the Uwagi, Hakama, and Choka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I am sure that once you change, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper Imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. Okay, so I need to... just find space. Okay, and for comparison purposes, this is the attire. Okay. I suppose I'll keep the helmet on for sake of appearances. The Imperial soldiers assigned to Doma are hardly the Empire's best and brightest. Nevertheless, you will need to approach them in uniform if you wish to convince them you are one of their own. Do not forget to give them an Imperial salute. And in case I lose an item, there are more, but that doesn't seem likely to happen. Let me just move that here so I have a quick and easy button to press. changing of the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these on is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. Is it time already? Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Just a few more years. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Okay. Quickly, we must go to the villagers before more soldiers come. Okay? Right when it's wet.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything?
Daughter of the Deep, Yugiri is at a loss for words. Apologies, Myrokos, I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe I have to believe that in their heart of hearts they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. 10 to the last 2 I put to sleep, I shall see to the others. Father, is that you? I want to go home.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, I know, I met your parents.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kaien and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them, and Doma. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Together we are strong and we must carry on. It will not always be so, or just stay silent.
That you remain resolute even in the face of everything we have seen. It heartens me more than you know. Thank you for standing by this naive fool.
What's that?
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Would that I could have seen more of it had it not been raining so much, but perhaps it's also a good thing. It's up there, isn't it? Lovely. Yep, there it is. Well, first things first, MSQ, and then I can get ether currents. Hopefully this rain lets up. Come, come, we must tell the others of this airship or hear what they know of it.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
He's here?
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child!
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
Path of no return. All warriors must choose their own path, and as Gosetsu well knows. I will not pursue her. It is not for her to think on our master's words. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. I thought her possessed of greater sense than this. Why is she so eager to risk everything with this mad plan? It may be stupid and reckless, but if she's going to do it anyway, then maybe. Well, at least it's dry. Yeah. Whacking day. Kohagi would like you to whack slow, then fast. Could I ask for your help with a problem of mine? It concerns some water serpents that have recently infested the One River. They used to be found further to the west, but for one reason or another they have found their way closer to Namai. If prepared properly, they are quite delectable. However, there are far more in the river than one could ever hope to cook. No, their numbers must be controlled by other means. Please slay a few of them for me, enough to stop them from taking the whole river for their own. Oh, and should you happen to get your hands on a few livers, please deliver them to my husband, Sentai. Sente. You will find him in the Drunken Toad to the east. Wolves and weeds. Ryosen has lost sight of something important. I have lost my grandchild. Please help me search for him. He was right next to me until a short while ago. I cannot believe I lost sight of him so easily. He was asking a lot of questions about the One River. Perhaps he went there and searched for something. Though I truly hope that is not the case, I have heard that a group of Lupin looters roam the area of late. Please search along the One River. For my grandson, I shall continue to look for him here. In the meantime, did Gosetsu send you to stop me? Then you came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. 'Twould seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yotsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The Kami could not have blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Myrokos. I will. Given what happened at Myrokos Reach, I honestly wouldn't be counting on that, Yugiri. You mean we will kill him? Yeah, I figured I'm going with her. Or die trying. You understand the risks. Forgive me, of course you do. Mayhap better than I. But are you sure? Thank you, thank you. I cannot express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yuzuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. Oh no, Issei's gonna betray us. Yeah, stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to... Oh dear, this isn't going to end well. Well, on the way, I can at least, let's see. Well, on the way, I can at least tackle the, some of the quests. Seems prudent. Found him. Grandfather is looking for me, you say, but I cannot go back just yet. I am still searching for that which has taken, was taken from me. I was minding my own business, gathering mugworts, when some nasty lupin stole them right out from my hands. Would you ask the lupin if they would give back my plants? You'll find them on the other side of the river. Well, while I'm here, I can at least kill some water serpents. You would have us return some insignificant child's mugworts? Do not make me laugh. This whole area belongs to us, including any plants that may happen to be plucked by a child of man. Charming. You might as well get them back. Did you get them to return my mugworts? After a fashion, here they are. Oh, thank you so much. I was trying to collect plants to make some medicine I read about in one of my grandfather's botanicy books. And there are so many sick people in the village. I just wanted to help. There is one more thing I need for the medicine, waterweed. I tried to fish some out of the river earlier with a pole, but I didn't have much luck. Could you get some for me? Sure. Just might as well get these to the point that I can turn them in and then turn them in later. Did you get the waterweed? Yep. Yay, now I have everything I need. I'll go back to grandfather now. Thanks for your help. And with that, those quests are ready to turn in. Yeah, I can turn that in later. In the meantime, I have to get back across the river quick as I can for an ambush of sorts. There's the ether card. This is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. The time between the seconds. Yugiri has made her choice, and so have you. Xenos' itinerary is as follows. He will depart a Domicastle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitek field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue on to these very docks, where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, the manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie in wait here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-on-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. Then why is she kind of underestimating him by being so bloodthirsty? This does not look good. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. As I'll ever be.
He comes.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark, or there will be no joy in this hunt.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kyan! For Doma!
Ah!
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Oh. Whoa. On.
Yeah.
This day you die! Leave this to me!
All right.
Ooh.
Let us put you to the proof.
No, I must fight on! I must!
Run, beast, run! Give me something to remember. Run, beast, run! Don't stop now! Run, beast, run! Give me something to remember. I see.
That was a little tough.
Ah, I remember you. Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live.
Let it ride.
For the rush of blood, for the time between the seconds, live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world, live! You are not worthy.
Get away from them, you Imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are! Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them! My lord?
Oh, he's smiling. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's alright. Here, have some water. 'Tis not that will not heal with time. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that madman's head, but I am glad he decided. I am heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us, thank Alphino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan, and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. Right, everyone ready? All the little angels. He is beside himself with emotion. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Right. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to, first. We should get back to the village. I can manage on my own. Right. Everyone ready? My grandson is at last returned. He told me all about how you helped him gather the ingredients he needed to make medicine. While I am glad he has grown to be a kind-hearted boy, there is still much he need learn about discipline and manners. However, those Lupins should really know better than to steal from a mere child. Their race was once famed for being loyal vassals to some of Doma's mightiest warlords. When Doma was crushed by the Empire, some of them managed to escape, choosing to live as bandits. It pains me to see a race once so proud fall so low. Something else we have Garlemald to thank for, I suppose. Do you have business with me, traveler? Yep. Levers. Water serpent levers, but why would you bring these to me? My wife put you up to it, did she? My sincerest thanks. I shall boil these and eat them shortly. Back in the days when I made my living transporting rice up and down the river, I used to slay any water serpents I saw and take them home to cook. Of course, that all stopped once the Empire blocked off the one river. It is thanks to nature and kind strangers like you that I am able to put food on my table these days. Thank you so much. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to thank you too for, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi too. You're welcome.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations, and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
Oh, is that all I am to you? Well, I suppose that's a step
I'm sorry
up
we
from
couldn't be there.
manservant.
Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
There we go. Speak with your comrades. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I've heard, he's about the same age as me, and then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he's chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things. That sounds like a prudent plan. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked upon his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. I will be traveling to the Azim Steppe Myrokos. I found Lord Hien once before. I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was me to whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver him our people's reply. Makes sense. Okay, in the meantime, how shall I occupy myself? Okay. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlan or Ul'dah, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but Noland's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Myrokos, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There is also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane, dealing with this troublesome aetheryte. I could go on, but you understand. What I don't understand is how did Alphino get here without dying? Because he can't swim, and how did he even get into the House of the Fierce if the aetheryte doesn't work? As I said before, we have a million things to do here. Much as Alphino and I would love to join in the search, we cannot. Right, brother? Oh well. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steppe at once. You will be joining us, Myrokos. Yep. For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Yep. Follow me, my friends. We have many miles to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. You say. What does he want now? Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. And when you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom, so don't keep us waiting too long. Meanwhile, in Doma Castle...
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
What prize?
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsmen of hope. To make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
Ooh.
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Escape, he's the one who ran away. Oop, Lance, blood-stained Lance.
This is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Justinian. My goodness, he has long hair.
If this be the work of the earth, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
A pity we have no time to speak at length, but there is no rest for the righteous. Godspeed. We both have long roads ahead of us. Good luck to us both, eh? So, what kind of place is the Azim Steppe? I should not be surprised that he sought refuge in the steppe. We were separated during a skirmish in the northern mountains. We have more blue quests here. Okay, here there be Zayla. Yugiri is ready to guide you to the Azim Steppe. If you are ready, let us depart for reunion in the Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Isari. We both have long roads ahead of us. Good luck to you both then. A pity we do not have time to speak at length, but there is no rest for the righteous. Godspeed. May come back and do that later. Hey. Can fly. It's clouds. I think I may go back to Kugani and consult the weather. Clouds here too. Clouds, clouds, and clouds. Okay. This is a nice little place. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. Lise and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Since I can fly, I can pick up this. Nice. Rosetsu, what's up? Ah, there you are. This is the cave. After you, Myrokos. Okay. Where's Lise? I didn't see her on the way, but oh well, maybe I'll catch up with her later. In the event, let's go. Map time.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Although it is vast and filled with many different peoples. I know next to nothing about the Zala and their ways, but we shall learn together, shall we not? It's very flat, except where it's not, I suppose. I give you the Azim Steppe, Myrokos, though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it is not much further. The guard's intense stare pierces right through you, since it would not be wise to cause any trouble in Reunion. Okay. Ether current. Must acquire. Is it just me, or is everyone here Zala? Yeah, I think that's the case. It certainly looks like it. I must confess that this is my first time on the steppe. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Hien. The search for Lord Hien. Yugiri has a simple plan for finding Lord Hien. When last I spoke to Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey, Yugiri. I mean, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zala here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zala since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lise? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zala warriors, who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Zala found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I have got a lot to learn. Yeah, that you do. At least, later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Hien. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately, Myrokos. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Will do. Booze, fresh booze. I hope I pronounced that right, or is it buzz? Your choice of lamb or zo, guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? A doman? Unless another Daskar is keeping him in her yurt. He is not here. More fool her if she took a doman for a husband. But enough about domans. Let us speak of Buzz instead. You cannot come to the Azim Steppe and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. What fortune you have to come hither at this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. A doman? Poor meat they make domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one some few days ago. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy cooked to perfection, beloved without the steppe. Come. You seek domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little flavor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Okay. I have brought you a new brush, my beloved, so smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. Say again, you are seeking who? Ah, the doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase that contains mole to ask the Zayla in Reunion if they are of the mole tribe. Are you a mole, perchance? You take me for a mole? I am Oronir. Compare me not to one so weak and lowly. Yes, I am a mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? Oh, found her. Oh, I see. You are looking for Hien. In that case, how urgent is this urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished? The Kinsai, will you buy it? There is but one bundle left. If not, then... I will, though I had not thought to pay such a high price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in Whisper Root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through a union, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse it. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I am sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave Reunion without that Kinsai. Okay. I think it is coming up on time for me to call an end to the stream. So I think I'll give it a pause here. At this point, if you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Twitch, give me a follow, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live, because it is always better live. If you are not catching this live, then there's YouTube. Give me a link to Twitch is in the description. Give me a follow there so you know when I go live. And with that, I shall see you anon, friends.